to Jinja City. I'm gonna kick this off with the one Derek. Pick the microphone and how are you? It's been a long time. Good to see you.
Great to see you, Jacques. Very great to see you. Great to see everybody here. Great to feel the excitement. I'm so happy that we're finally able to kick this off. The wait has been very long, and thanks to the mayor right here, thanks to our sponsors and our supporters, we're finally able to have this important day and announce to you the new sites as well as the dates of the festival. And I'm just really looking forward to holding the best event we've ever had in the history of Nyege Nyege. As you know, there's a lot of copycats nowadays, but that's also a great form of flattery. I'm glad to see that everybody is trying to follow in our footsteps, but this year we're really gonna bring it up to another level. Thanks to our partners, thanks to the community of Jinja, thanks to Busoga Kingdom, we're here together and ready to announce.
Right, we're gonna kick this off with 2023. We have back to the source as our theme. How did this come about? What is
for the whole world, I can say, as well as for the continent and for Uganda. And last year we moved the festival to Itanda upon the invitation of Itanda Falls. And because of the roads, it proved challenging, and we really had to think, where did we start? And I'd had a few calls from the mayor here besides me before that, and he had called me for, I guess, 2 years already, saying, but Derek, why don't you come to Jinja? We have the source of the Nile. This is the most important, touristic and spiritual place in Uganda. Why don't you come back to us? And so this year, we talked, we met, and we were welcomed with open arms, and we said, well, you know what? Why don't we go back to the source of the Nile, to the source of what Nyege Nyege is about. It's about community, it's about creating jobs, it's about advertising Uganda to the rest of the world and showcasing some of the most exciting East African and African artists performing today. So it was really exciting. Moreover, we had different partners come together, Source Garden Hotel, where we are right now, the people at the showgrounds, the people at the golf course, the people at Nile Park. So we got all these stakeholders together and said, let's organize this from the source of the Nile. And I guess it's also very important, the aspect of community. This is going to be an edition that is going to be co-organized by every citizen of Jinja. That means that every hotel will be filled, every souvenir shops will make business, every restaurant will be filled. We will use, Jinja youth to volunteer for the festival, to work on site building, to work on security. It's going to be really a family affair. And when I first came to Uganda 12 years ago, I moved to Jinja. I was working on projects, social projects in Masese and Walukuba, and I've always had a very strong love for the city. And it's really my happiness to also move back here for the next 3 months at least, to oversee all the production, all the operation, and make sure that every Ugandan can be proud that this international event is hosted here. Every artist can benefit from the exposure and how this is going to raise their international career, but also see money flowing into the pockets of Ugandans, of Jinja residents, so that this is what a festival should be about. It's not just a party. It's also about bringing positive things to the community. It's also about getting people excited and really trying to connect every dot so that we can party, but with a good reason. So I'm also really, really excited at the artists that we're going to bring to you this year. Today I've been told not to announce any names yet, but I can promise you big artists from Nigeria, from Brazil, from the UK, from South Africa, as well as of course some of our most promising Ugandan artists, some of the legends of Ugandan music, of East African music. Of course, there's going to be a great emphasis on traditional music. Uganda has over 54 tribes, and each of these tribes has a story to tell. Each of them have their music, have their culture, and this is something that we're really proud of, and that makes Uganda one of the most exciting countries on the planet because of this diversity. And this is a diversity we wish to continue to showcase, and we're extremely happy about it. In terms of decoration, the theme this year, Back to the Source, is also the name of the site. We've labeled it Nyege Nyege Wonderland. So expect a real fairy tale. You know, expect, you know, all your senses to be ignited, and you know, again, you know, I want to thank you all. I'm going to pass on the microphone unless there's other
just a little
other
bit.
questions.
I was letting you elaborate that one a little bit more because it's very important for not just people outside East Africa or in East Africa, but also in Uganda. We need to always get back to the
Recognition, both locally and internationally. And as we continue to work towards, you know, fortifying our industry, our music industry, we found that a lot of young musicians are still not very well aware of what it takes to take your career to the next level. Be it on promoting your music, distributing your music, you know, earning from your royalties, touring internationally. There's a lot of these things that people need to know about. So this year, we've decided to add the sort of industry music conference components that will be open to the artists. We will invite the likes of Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Apple Music, you know, a lot of the big players to come here and really try to motivate, but also inform, you know, our musicians and the people in our industry. How do you become a booking agent? What does it take to become an artist manager? How do you distribute your music? You know, these are all things that we need to do, because core to, you know, the idea of Nyege Nyege is that the cultural economy is very important. You know, today there's 45 million Ugandans, there's a lot of young people, and there's a lot of talented young people. But now, you know, if the talent is not nurtured enough, it goes to waste, you know, and this is why, you know, it's very important for us to see that we see more Ugandan films, more Ugandan photographers, painters, sculptors, designers, musicians, you know, that are really able to profit from this economy, and that, you know, we go beyond the simple drink that we have at the bar, but also, you know, really support, you know, our local artists. So I guess that's really important for us, and I'm really excited to launch this this first episode of Nyege Nyege Music Conference ahead of the festival. Then, you know, my proudest achievements, I think, you know, there's a couple of them, but when we talk about promoting Ugandan artists, today we've had about this year about 500 shows internationally. Ugandan artists play in Japan, they play in Australia, they play in Europe, they play in China, they play in the US. And that is really, you know, a big pride, because that means that these artists are able to live from their music. Let me take the example of the Nachibembe Mbere group. You know, this is a giant xylophone that you see every year at the festival. It's played by 6 people, and it's here in Iganga. Well, for the first time this year, they were able to perform in Germany, able to perform in France, earn a living. When they go home, you know, whatever they earn, it goes back into their village. It allows them to pay for school fees. It allows them to, you know, purchase lands and be more stable, and at the same time preserve their culture. So to mix the economics, the entertainment, with also the culture and being able to preserve our tradition, I think that's extremely, extremely important to us, and probably one of our greatest achievements. And I think secondly, I think, you know, the fact that you're all here today, and the amount of people that have been supporting us through trials and tribulations, it's also been, you know, a great achievement, because, you know, as a foreigner, you know, it always takes time to sort of, you know, integrate into society and understand, you know, what's important in people's hearts and in people's minds, and be able to align to that, you know, not to bring something that is foreign to them, but to see, you know, what is it that you have, and that we can grow together. And by seeing, you know, the amount of support that we've received, support from government, support from local stakeholders, support from the Kingdom of Busoga, you know, that this is really Uganda's pride, and I'm really, really happy that we've been able to achieve this kind of unity. I feel like, you know, as a country, it's very important to, you know, go beyond our differences and see that, you know, we're stronger together. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
A lot of planning, and we're excited to get that going on again. We've been doing it for a few months, and just excited to be able to announce the festival is happening today, and you know, and start promoting it as we look forward to the festival happening in November.
Right. I like your cap. Are they online? Can people buy some?
They're available at the festival.
They've read about the festival.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. As a talent manager or as Talent Africa, how does it feel to, you know, to be a part of East Africa's leading festival, not only this year, but over the years?
Yeah, we've been partnering with the festival for 7 years now. It's been great, you know, working together with the Nyege Nyege team and all the partners, EBL, and all the other partners who've been there along the way. it's been quite a journey, and we're excited to start this new journey right here at the source of the River Nile in Jinja, together with the city of Jinja and the Basoga Kingdom. We're excited. Yeah, we're just really looking forward to this new site, Nyege Wonderland. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's huge. It's probably about 50, 60 acres. It includes the Jinja Showgrounds, the golf club, Nile Park, and of course the tourism destination, the source of the Nile. It's going to be amazing. Thousands of people are going to get a chance to visit the source of the Nile and Jinja as one of Uganda's premier tourism destinations.
Can you tell us about the decision to move Nyege Nyege from Itanda Falls? And I know we've done a couple of trips. We've even done a virtual concert before, a virtual Nyege Nyege. So why do we come back to the source?
I think Derek already touched on that. Itanda Falls is an amazing venue, and it's just the accessibility was a bit of a challenge in accommodation. But I think all in all, it's a great place, and we would love to go back there, in the future. But right now, we're here in Jinja. There's enough rooms for thousands of people. It's very accessible. People can easily come from Kampala, Nairobi, Mbale, anywhere. It's very central, and Jinja has a lot to offer in terms of tourism during and things to do besides the festival. So people can come here and have make a whole weekend out of it, and it'd be an amazing time.
Right, I like that. Please remember, if you're posting about Nyege Nyege, the official hashtag is Nyege23. Remember that. Because we are moving locations, and you'll be going to Jinja Golf Course, we'll be doing Source of the Nile and the Jinja Showgrounds. How have you ensured that the logistics and production of this massive event will be catered for? Because I understand this is a lot of movement.
Sure thing. We've been producing the festival for 7 years, so we do know the logistics that are involved, bringing together a big site. Of course, teamwork makes the dream work. We work closely with all the different, UBL brands and agencies, the police, the RCC, the city. Everyone comes together, and this is it's a community event. Everyone's going to come together and make this great. Of course, there's a lot of planning and execution. We'll be coming to Jinja every week. Or more often for the next few months leading up to the festival, team meetings, basically all the usual stuff that we do behind the scenes to manage an event.
Mm-hmm. I definitely appreciate that. I'm thinking that the security of these other locations is going to have to up a little bit. Have you looked into that matter?
Definitely, we've looked into it very carefully. We have the RCC, Afandi, who's here with us today. When we're going to work closely with the police, the UPDF, all other government agencies, and we're going to make sure it's a safe and secure event.
Thank you so
Let me
much.
just add on to this that this year we will have 200 ushers that will be present throughout the sites, directly connected through WhatsApp to our headquarters and recognizable. That means that anybody throughout the grounds of the festival 24/7 will be able to look around and see somebody that's ready to take care of them in case they feel bad, in case they've lost a phone, in case they need any type of information. We will make sure that people feel that they're surrounded by people that are out there to help them.
I definitely like that. Life at Nyege is going to be a lot easier. They call you the Bobo. I like that.
That's in other spheres.
And that's great. Not here.
Today when I'm looking serious.
I see. Uganda Breweries has been a long-term sponsor of the Nyege Nyege Festival, and I also know that you are the title sponsors as well. How has this partnership evolved over the years, and how does it align with UBL's marketing and community engagement strategies?
Thank you for that question, and very well put. We have been part of Nyege Nyege as a festival since about 2017, yes, 2016, yeah, or perhaps even longer than I thought. We initially jumped on board as favorite sponsors, and along the way we have evolved our participation, not only in terms of sponsorship, but also activation, contribution, and so on, to the point where we're at today, where we're lead sponsors. This came through last year, where we took on title sponsors for a period of 3 years. That goes a long way to speak to the belief we have in the festival, the organizers, our fellow partners, and most recently the Jinja city that has currently come on board. I think our testament is the presence of the Lord Mayor, the RCC, and his officials. As Uganda Breweries Limited, and indeed as Diageo, our parent company, our purpose is to celebrate life every day and everywhere. Contrary to popular belief, it's not just celebrating life in areas of entertainment, but holistically celebrating life with everybody everywhere. And Derek has done a good job at unpacking just how wholesome this festival is in bringing great entertainment value for the revelers, but also creating opportunities for community, for industry. As you can see, the benefits that we get every single year from tourism. So we believe that it's very much aligned with what we stand for as Uganda Breweries Limited.
Can you a little bit share some insights into the distinct experiences that Uganda Breweries will be, hosting at this year's festival?
So this year, as has been the case in the past, we shall be leading with a couple of our brands. We have a big pool of brands that I'm sure many of you here enjoy in your spare time after 5 p.m. on work days and after 3 p.m. on weekends. But we have selected 3 brands, leading with Uganda Waragi and Smirnoff, and flanked with Bell. And these have been choicefully selected for what they bring to the table. Nyege Nyege being a truly Ugandan festival, it's only right that we partner with, we attach it to a brand that is as Ugandan as they come. Uganda Waragi since 1965, truly Ugandan, an ambassador of quality and excellence across the world. And through Uganda Waragi, we will bring excellent, vibrant, and dynamic Ugandan experiences to our audience, as was experienced in the UG Village last year. Then we'll have Smirnoff, the Smirnoff trademark, led by Smirnoff Ice, which is one of our most distinct products in the portfolio. Very energetic, very alive. We had perhaps one of the most engaging setups last year. If anybody felt like they needed a little bit of vibe, and not to say that the rest of the area was vibeless, but that was the place to be. And of course, Bell Lager, our heritage beer, chief of enjoyments, will be very, very present, ensuring that everybody has a great time in a unique way, only in a way that only Bell can. So all in all, we will make sure that we deliver something for everybody that we can all enjoy and go back and talk about with our friends.
Lastly, from a marketing perspective, what is the unique opportunities that Nyege Nyege brings to you?
Okay, I feel like I might have covered a bit of that in the previous question, but Nyege Nyege provides a brilliant platform through which we can reach our consumers and Ugandans at large with not just our products, which are available countrywide, but unpacking the amazing worlds that these products stand for and immersing them into exactly what we stand for. So it will be a great opportunity for us to open that up to lots of adults who are seeking great experiences. But also what we will be very keen on is ensuring that for the duration of the festival, Thursday to Sunday, we are actively promoting responsible drinking, because it's very important that even as you enjoy what you have come to enjoy at Nyege Nyege, you do so responsibly with our products. Last year, we are very proud to actually let everybody know that a total of 2,225 young adults signed our responsible drinking pledge, and this is testament to our initiatives to ensure that we are creating a safe environment within which our consumers can enjoy our products, and we'll continue to do so this year. Also ensuring that we promote moderation and provide hydration spots alongside our other partners.
That's very thoughtful. Thank you.
Yeah.